Hi, I'm Elle Schneider from Digital Bolex. I'm reporting for Tech Zulu today, and I'm here with Morgan Intrator from YourSigma.com, which is a really innovative new learning and teaching platform for businesses. So let's start by, if I'm a business and I need to teach my employees some new skill sets and I want them to work together and I want to use your tool, walk me through it.
All right. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Elle.
Yeah,
and
thanks for being
Efron
down
and
here.
everybody here. Yeah, I'm having a great time. So YourSigma aims to be the modern learning management system, but also a software as a service solution. So we're a big company, like I used to work at Citigroup, where they'd have a whole dev team building their product in-house to serve up financial compliance content or certification content. We replace that with something much more affordable. And it's easy as it's a turnkey solution, which I guess is cliche, but the fact is you can do most of the onboarding without involving someone from our sales or account management team. You visit our site, you use your corporate email address, and then we'll follow up with you to verify your relation to the company. And then you get to customize it more or less like a WordPress for Khan Academy. And Khan Academy is a massive open online course system for general education. So this is empowering employees with a professional skill set.
Cool. So just Khan Academy for business.
Yeah, Khan Academy for your company,
That's
except with professional skills, not third grade math.
So what type of professional skills have you seen people teaching using your tools so far?
Well, so far we launched a beta with a consumer-facing product. We partnered with a couple content providers in project management, professional project management certification exam materials, also real estate salesperson exam materials for about 15 states. And we pointed that at consumers to get the kinks out, to perfect the experience, because really, one of our core value propositions is just a better, more engaging product that employees would want to use, because employees aren't probably going to enjoy learning the material, and it's not out of they're not motivated by anything but actually most of the time rules and the compliance that they have to know, that the risk director must sign off that they know. So that's what we have now. Next, I think, to answer your question, an example I prepared for coming down to South by Southwest in Texas, I suppose, is that at that Exxon and any oil and gas company is looking for about, or in aggregate, 60,000 petrochemical engineers every year, but only 1,500 are graduating school. So that is what we call the capability gap. And that is what we're trying to fill. It exists there, but also in the finance and healthcare verticals, where compliance is especially important. Manufacturing too, which has to have OSHA compliance, and other such industries.
Well, that's really helpful, because I think more and more we're seeing in the workforce a little bit of an evaporation of entry level, because training can be difficult and lengthy, and having a tool like this where you can give it to new people that you want to bring in to make sure that they have the tools and the skill sets already to work for the company, that's really helpful, I would imagine.
It really is, and that is, one of our mission statements is to close that employment gap, right? The skills gap, not inside the company, but outside too. And so we're cutting off instances for every company we approach, but we're always going to have ours up with such certification materials as we have already, so that maybe anyone unemployed who would like to be in finance, who would like to be in health or nursing or teaching or any number of things can learn that on our site. And it's a gateway. It should be a gateway to employment at a company that you can see how that person's performing in these skills and areas.
And it's so important as sort of the landscape is changing. And a lot of the reason why we have high unemployment right now is that the skill sets that people have been using for a long time are slowly shifting more towards digital and kind of new media workplace needs. And so this allows people to sort of catch up to the 21st century.
It's true. With every technological evolution or revolution, I suppose there's always that displacement, and it's pretty significant now, more so I think than in the past, and that's what we are trying to close to or solve as well. And just, in a way that people enjoy. I mean, people who are using or who are familiar with Khan Academy and other such MOOCs like Udacity and Coursera see now that there are tools that can engage them, and anyone who's been at a company that has had their own learning management system knows how I feel about the very tedious, boring, and ineffective often method of like an Adobe Flash-based system of 10 years ago that's just click, and answer a couple questions to prove you know it, get printed out a certification of some sort. So we just want to do it better than that with social features that we're used to, especially since active learning's been proven to be significantly more effective at helping people learn. And meanwhile, enterprise social networking is becoming very important at organizations, and we fold that into the product too. So.
Yeah, it sounds like your platform is really engaging, and that's on the side of the companies who need the training to happen and the employees or future employees that are actually going through the training.
Right.
And what examples would you say you've seen that have been really awesome in terms of engagement and ways that your platform has really succeeded in teaching certain things that you feel other platforms have not been able to accomplish?
Well, I think the part that I'm most proud of is the study group experience. So it's almost ordinary now to see content online in a series of videos, PDFs, maybe a quiz, video, PDF, and then a test. But along the way, there needs to be a place to have some questions answered. And right now, it's pretty ordinary to see a discussion board and posts and then replies. But we want our users to be on at the same time, mm-hmm. And so what we've seen is people on at the same time. They can chat back and forth when they're watching a video or reading a PDF or a document or PowerPoint slides, or even in practice questions. They can, if they get something wrong and they're just not getting the answer that's provided to them, they can ask the knowledge community for help, and then get it. And if that's not enough to do it in a chat mechanism, then you should get on a voice conference, and then you've got these. It's like poker tables. You can visit. You can choose to jump into a study group with a bunch of people who are studying a particular topic. And all right, so to get to the point, what's cool and what I'm really proud of building is a mechanism where these people actually get to know each other too. Mm-hmm. And at a global company, that's really cool. That someone in India working in engineering could meet with someone, or study next to someone in America, and learn from each other, and in the process build a professional network connection between each other. And we aim to gift wrap those connections and give it to them on LinkedIn or Yammer or Salesforce down the road, so that they, when they're finished, not only do they get something printed out, maybe not, but they get a burgeoning and a larger professional network from the experience.
Yeah, that's great. Really integrating the social aspect of it. I think that's something that we haven't seen that much before. And also taking advantage of all of the innovations as far as communications, using webcams, using chat that is available now that wasn't available when some of these other tools were around.
Exactly.
What ways are you looking to the future to add new types of communication and new technical innovations into your tool set?
So one thing we want to do, and we've started to do, is plug into different content providers and provide kind of a course marketplace for companies. So right now, it's we approach a company, and because we haven't been around very long, they're asking for content they need that we probably haven't gotten yet. So if it's a new vertical, we've got to go find someone serving up healthcare compliance content. So we plug in. But we plug in to get it and serve it to them, and then it's available for the next customer with like the flip of a switch again, or they check a box on the curriculum that they want as their in their course structure from day one. But we hope that our site, the instance we have at YourSigma.com, becomes a place where professors and teachers of other course materials can make courses available to the global community too. And then we can serve that up also to the companies that are looking to have content in their curriculum for any particular skill set. Meanwhile, let their employees, explore other areas, professional areas, where they might have interest, even within the company. We also want not to limit the employee at a company. I mean, not like it's ours to limit, but we hope that the company would agree the employee shouldn't be limited to one job their entire career. I think we're seeing that more and more companies are willing to let the employee try new opportunities, especially where they exist at a company, to keep things fresh and going. And so that's something we're looking forward to, is building this course marketplace for companies to utilize.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And I want you to let everybody know how to reach you guys best if they are a company interested, or if they are someone who wants to learn new skills. They reach you at YourSigma.com.
Mm-hmm. Or find me at Morgan at YourSigma.com, because I love talking about this stuff. I can get long-winded about it too.
Well, it's not long-winded if it's informative.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming down and telling us about your really amazing site that I think is probably going to revolutionize business training.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for having me, Elle and Efron and the rest of the guys here.
All good. Morgan Intrator from YourSigma.com. I'm Elle Schneider from Digital Bolex, reporting for TechZulu, and we'll be back in a little while with some more interviews.